Hello and welcome to the BNBForms Quick Start Guide. If you're new here and just registered your BNBForms account, you're in the right place. This video is going to be your shortcut to setting everything up, step by step. You'll learn how to manage your accommodation types and set up the pricing. I'll show you how to customize booking settings, configure payment gateways, and much more. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll have a professional booking system that keeps your business running like clockwork. Let's jump in and start turning those bookings into reality. So you've just signed up for BNBForms. Congrats! Now let's get your system up and running. First, head over to accommodation types. Here you'll spot one or more demo accommodation types already waiting for you. When signing up, you specified the property type, right? So the system knows exactly what kind of accommodations you need. Each accommodation type has its own details, such as the name, description, amenities, featured image, gallery, perimeters, and services. Of course, you can edit these details to fit your needs and then update them. Alternatively, you can also delete existing accommodation types entirely if you don't need them or if it's more convenient to start from scratch. It's entirely up to you. However, when deleting existing accommodation types, make sure to go to Accommodations menu and delete the individual units of this type as well. If you've chosen to edit the demo options as I did, don't forget to double-check the number of individual accommodations available for each type too. This part is super important. That's where you'll see and update the actual number of units for each type. For example, now I'm going to add a new accommodation. I'll add the title, choose the accommodation type, and update it. Good. Now I have 2 rooms of the same type. To add a new accommodation type, simply go to Accommodation, Add Accommodation Type. Add a property name and description. Next, specify the amenities. You can add amenities via the respective menu too. Then you'll want to specify the number of accommodations and capacity parameters. You can add images as well, and be sure to include other parameters like size, view, and bed types. If you provide services, tick here too. Or if your list is empty, you can click plus add new service. Additionally, you can add categories and tags. So once you have added all the necessary details, simply hit Publish. To add and customize a list of extra services you want to offer at checkout is also possible using the dedicated Services menu. It's under Accommodation too. To add a new service to the list, you should add its title and description. The next task is to fine-tune the details of how your guests will be charged. Start by setting a price for the service. Or, if you're offering it for free, just leave the price at 0. Then, decide how often the charge will apply. Do you want it to be a one-time fee, a daily charge, or a guest choice? Finally, decide whether the charge will be applied per accommodation or adult. To set a new season, go to Accommodation, Seasons. A season is a specific period that helps differentiate prices. The term season is quite general. A season might span an entire year, cover a single month, or focus on just a week surrounding a holiday. The time frame is entirely up to you. Moreover, there is no limit to how many seasons you can create, whether it's for weekends, weekdays, holiday periods, or any other scenario you have in mind. Please note that you'll set the prices for seasons later in the rates menu. For now, enter the season's title, define the start and end dates of the season, and hit publish. By the way, it's also possible to make the season automatically repeat for the following year. So once the seasons are all set up, we can add rates. To do this, go to Accommodation, Rates, Add New. Start by entering a rate title. Then choose an accommodation type from the drop-down menu. Add a description and click Create Rate. If needed, you can create 2 or more rates for the same accommodation type based on different accommodation conditions. For instance, for refundable and non-refundable options, or breakfast included versus no breakfast. Then guests will choose their preferred option during checkout. And if you don't offer rates based on these conditions, simply create a single rate. When adding prices, start by choosing a season to identify the time frame when these prices will be active. Next, set the per night prices. While I won't add variations right now, it's worth mentioning that you can set prices based on the season, the length of stay, and the number of guests. You can even prioritize seasonal prices quickly by dragging and dropping them. Now let's head over to Accommodation, Settings, to configure global settings. When you create an account, all system pages such as search results should be in place automatically, so we just double check. Great. So now let's talk confirmation modes. This is where you decide how bookings are confirmed once a customer sends in their request. If you want to keep things in your hands, go for the By Admin Manually option so you can review and approve every booking yourself. Prefer to let your guests handle it? Just choose By Customer via email and they'll confirm their reservation on their own. For those who prefer a hands-free approach, confirmation upon payment is a great option. Bookings get approved the second payment goes through. You can also allow users to cancel their bookings via email. On top of that, you can configure search options and currency. For example, in the MISC section, you can enable or disable coupons. Don't forget to save your changes. To set up payment gateways and accept online payments, navigate to the Payment Gateways tab. Here, configure general settings, and enable SSL for secure payments. You can also decide if your clients will pay a deposit or make full payments. Let's say I want to activate Stripe. Stripe is one of the most popular payment gateways for accepting online payments globally. First, enable the Stripe payment method. You can register a demo account and enable sandbox mode to test the process before going live. Next, set your Stripe secret and public keys. You can obtain these via your Stripe dashboard and insert them into the appropriate fields. Be sure to use the test API keys from Stripe if sandbox mode is enabled. Optionally, you can configure Stripe webhook settings to activate other local payment methods. To do this, enter the webhook secret you'll find in the upper right corner of your endpoint page. And don't forget to save your changes. Moving on, let's visit the booking rules menu to set your booking rules. These rules allow you to set minimum and maximum check-in and check-out dates, as well as minimum and maximum stay-in days. You can also block dates for all or individual accommodations. For example, if I want to block all accommodations, I'll select the dates from the date picker, apply all restrictions, click Done, and save the changes. Next, let's go to the taxes and fees menu, where we can optionally add obligatory taxes and fees. For instance, I'll add a cleaning fee for all accommodations. If you want the accommodation price to include this fee, tick Include. Once ready, click Done and save the changes. Now let's quickly add a coupon code that your clients can use at checkout. Go to Bookings, Coupons, click Add New. This menu offers all the settings you need to customize your coupon. Set a unique coupon code. Optionally add a brief description of the coupon. In the Conditions section, select the accommodation types where the discount will apply. Keep in mind that all coupon types, whether for accommodations, services, or fees, will only work for the selected accommodation types. Choose the type of coupon you're creating and configure your preferences for its value. In the Usage Restrictions menu, you can set additional conditions, such as defining the check-in and check-out date range during which the discount coupon is valid. To customize extra filters for the booking widget, go to Accommodation, Attributes. You can add as many attributes as you need. If you want to adjust the color scheme of your BNBForms booking widget, go to Appearance, Customize, select Colors. Use the slider or paste the desired color code to make adjustments. There is also a menu at the bottom of the booking widget, and by going to Menus from your dashboard, You can change the order of the menu items, add new items, or change their labels. Finally, once all the settings are configured, it's time to get your script. Before copying, you can preview the widget in a new window. If needed, you can enable test mode to temporarily hide the booking widget while customizing or testing it on your live website. Since I'm working on my local site, I don't need test mode, so I can copy the script and incorporate it into my site. And that's a wrap. By now, you've gone through all the key steps for setting up your booking widget, from creating accommodation types, seasons, and rates, to customizing booking rules, fees, and payment methods. Moreover, we've added those extra touches like services and coupons to make your booking system stand out. With everything in place, your booking widget is ready to go. If you're ready to take the next step, check out our other tutorials for more helpful content. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for joining us on this setup journey, and I'll see you in the next video.